Okay, we are back for another ride. Got our destination plugged in, and let's start it from a parked spot in a parking lot. Okay, oh, we got a car coming behind us. It's gonna let us go, thank you. Okay, a little aggressive on the back out, but I am not gonna hate it. That was pretty good. Okay, we are leaving the parking lot. I'm gonna go navigate back through these road closure signs. And hopefully it's gonna take us right before we get up there. Perfect. Very good. All right, we got people behind us. So let's go up to Mad Max and keep moving. Okay, take us right back out onto the road. Very good. And hopefully we'll go right here. Very good. All right. We've got a roundabout. Let's see how we navigate the roundabout. We should go straight through this, which means we should stay in the right lane all the way through until we exit. Very good. Okay. Excellent. And we are cruising. All right, Mad Max has us at about a 44 in a 40 zone. That's good with me. Very confident through that intersection, no problems, no phantom braking, no brake stabbing, just straight on through. Okay, now we're at 50 in a 40. Don't love that. Let's move it down to standard. And let's go down to chill. There we go. Still going too fast. Okay, very nice. Okay, perfectly stop here. Almost up to hurry. For green light, there we go. Immediate reaction button. Okay, our destination is about 15 minutes away. Should be a pretty easy trek. Okay, now I just turned my head to look out the window at some of these buildings, and it immediately gave me the steering wheel nag, telling me that I need to apply some turning force to the steering wheel. So it seems like by default it tries to do attention monitoring by the camera in the cabin, and then instead of giving you a strike if you're not paying attention, it seems to default then to hands-free mode off, and then it asks for the steering wheel nag. So that's interesting. And of course, pretty soon Elon has said that in the next couple weeks he has hinted that they're going to turn attention monitoring off altogether, which I think would be fantastic, because what people are doing is they're just deactivating full self-driving if they're going to look at their phones or try and text or do something, which obviously you should not do, but people are doing it, and that is far less safe than just leaving full self-driving on in those instances. So we've got kind of a really interesting situation here where the safer thing is not being done, and it's not being done because of safety provisions that are in place. So this, what started out as safety provisions to force you to keep your eyes on the road, are now leading to deactivations of full self-driving, and that is a less safe outcome. So it looks like Elon and the team have noticed that, and they are going to be adjusting that here soon. All right, we are in chill mode. We're going 37 and a 35. Let's put it up to standard. It is a rainy, cold and dreary day here, and so far not any degradation in the full self-driving suite. No problems, no warnings have come up on the screen. The rain does not seem to be affecting the cameras. at all. Okay, we got a nice four-way stop here. Always fun to see how it handles at these. Not a lot of traffic, so not the biggest deal in the world. It looks like there is no other traffic from any direction. So we have a quick stop, and then we have a go. I'm going to see if I can trigger hands-free mode off. So I'm going to look out the left window for a little bit. And look down, look out the left window. Okay, so far so good. Okay, that did not seem to bother it. I did not get any notice on the screen. And it appears that hands-free mode is still on. Up, light. Look at the map maps for our departure out here, see how quickly we can get a response once it hits green. It's been seeming to be almost instantaneous, which is great. Okay, and 3, 2, 1. Ooh, turn light. Alright, here we go. Maybe not. Green, and go. That was nearly instant. Fantastic. Alright, now if I don't slow this down, it's going to go way over the speed limit, so we're going to go down to standard. And even chill. There we go. Putting us in the left lane. I'm not entirely sure why. We should be going straight through this stoplight, or traffic light. Okay, that is fantastic. It knew way back there that the right lane ends up being a right turn only. So it shifted us into the middle lane far in advance, which is impressive. There we go, let's a little bit there. Looks like it's school pickup time. Okay, and green light. Maybe not. There we go. All right. So I've mentioned it before, but you can toggle between the driver profiles, the speed modes for full self-driving by clicking left and right on the right wheel. But that's actually a little clunky. You can actually also do it by just scrolling up and down, which I find to be a lot easier. So instead of setting your top speed, which is what it used to do if you use the right scroll wheel, it will now adjust your driver profiles. It will take you all the way from sloth to chill to standard to hurry and then up to Mad Max. And this is all on 14.1.7. A little bit too fast here. Let's slow down. And try a left turn coming up here. Now I can't see you behind that. And there we go, it's clear. And there we go. Perfect. We are 6 minutes away from our destination. Okay, we want that guy turn, and here we go. Just butter smooth acceleration. Really nice. No phantom braking or stabbing at all on this ride. Okay, very nice. Okay, good braking, good slowing down. That felt fine to me. If you were a passenger, it might have felt a little bit late on the braking. We had to slow down a bit fast. I didn't personally mind it, but I could see someone not liking it. And that was we are just in standard right now. That was not Mad Max, that was standard profile. Okay, we should be coming up on these lights and taking a right. Okay, I would not have put the turn signal on right there. I would have waited till I got out of that intersection before I threw on the turn signal. I've noticed it's done that a couple times. Okay, we got a biker here on the right. We're gonna be ready to take over if needed. We are going. We had the turn light, that was good. Navigated the red light, the green turn signal, and the biker on the corner, very nice. Okay, and we are set for parking in a parking lot at the destination. This is a place that doesn't really have a parking lot. It's kind of angled street parking. So I'm curious to see how it handles that and where it puts us. All right, good acceleration. Okay, now to me that's entirely too early to put the turn signal on because there was a left turn that we just passed. That seems to be the biggest thing I've noticed in this version is the turn signal coming on too early. At least earlier than I would typically put it on so that I didn't make it look like I was taking an earlier turn. Okay, a little bit of a gap there. We could have moved up earlier. I'm gonna put it on hurry to get through this light. Okay, we are watching and we are through. Now that's a spot where I couldn't see as well, but I assume the camera sitting up higher in the front windshield actually gave the computer a better view than I have. So that's, I think in general, full self-driving is a couple orders of magnitude safer than human driving, but especially in situations like that. All right, we've got a four-way stop. Truck coming in hot from the right, and we are gonna go. Very nice. Okay, now we're looking for a parking spot. Let's see what it decides to grab. We don't want to park right there. It's the construction zone. And what are we going to find? Ooh, this is tight. This is very tight. Making me nervous. Nope, it doesn't like that. We're going to take one of these open ones. That is fantastic. That is exactly what I would have done. Skip the tight spot and go for the open one. Very nice. All right, another successful drive. Nice job.